We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the finale of this four-game set between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Jon Lester is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Gene Segura standing in, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Gene Segura.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's Baez, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He had 20 ribbies last month. That's RBIs. That's ribeye steaks. However you want to put it, he drove in 20 men. When you're doing that over the course of a month, that's some pretty consistent hitting.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. His past history against Jon Lester, he's just 2 for 12. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Row, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Row, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
Digging in, Bryce Harper. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. A solid start to this one for Jon Lester. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Enyel De Los Santos is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, D-Row, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. D-Row, what's your take on this team today?
Yeah, Matt, we got a nice seat today to see one of the best offenses in the game do what they do best, and that's create havoc. They're one of the top teams in the game as far as slugging percentage, and it's going to be on display today. From line to line, they can beat you, driving balls over the fence, into the fence, gappers, bunch of different ways to beat you.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Settling in now, Anthony Rizzo, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. On a rope to the second baseman, and the runner gets back. No double play, and he won't be able to get back to second. That's a double play, and very quickly now the side is retired. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. At the plate, Maikel Franco comes into this one with 3 hits and 11 at-bats in the series.
Maikel Franco.
First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there, and he has it for the out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. His past history against John Lester, he's gone 3 for 8. He also has 1 home run. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Almora. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting 5th, the center fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
High and deep down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in, Javier Baez, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Kyle Schwarber will be next. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Harper is there, 1 away.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. He's got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
So striding in, Kyle Schwarber. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Here's Jason Hayward now, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Segura for one on the first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. Nothing happened there for the Cubbies. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That gets down, and the Phillies' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Into the box, Sean Rodriguez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Hard ground ball to third. And there's one down now.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 51.
The pitcher, Enyel De Los Santos, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. McCutchen leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Hayward is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Stepping up to the plate, Gene Segura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Liner in there for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now batting.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. Hernandez very well could be starting the upcoming All-Star game. He currently leads all second basemen in the league in fan votes.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies leave a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Here comes the first pitch. A shot down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting eighth, the second baseman.
Getaway day here on a Thursday afternoon as you take a look at the upcoming schedule for the weekend and into the early part of next week. So in now for Chicago, Daniel Descalso, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fouled away. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Right to him. The second for 1. On to first. And they've grounded into double plays now in 3 successive innings as the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Here's Bryce Harper now as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, you know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
0-2 now from Lester. Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Hit hard down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Two are gone in the Philly 4th, and in steps the catcher JT Realmuto. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. In the air, out to right. On the move is Hayward. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at bat, Albert Almora. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a base hit on the line.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
One of the things you want to do, D-Rose, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. 1-0 count. Here it is. Sharp ground ball to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm. A base hit.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Rizzo, a native Floridian. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Set. Here's the 3-1, and he misses with it. Ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping up now, Javier Baez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Here's a huge swing by Baez, and a ball sent to deep left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Number 13 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Yeah, and you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. And a ball 1-0.
Boy, it's hard to let a grand slam go, but the only silver lining is now that you're working with a clean slate, nobody on, nobody out, got to treat it like it's a fresh inning.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Into the box now, Jason Hayward, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Hayward, playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
4 runs here in this half inning. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Harper. He's there and records the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
So one away here in the Chicago fourth. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. There's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now at the plate, Daniel Descalso. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. He's set and the pitch. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Descalso behind 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he pops it up. Coming on is McCutchen. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. But the damage is already done as the Cubs plate 4 on this grand slam home run. We're through 4. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here he comes again. 1-2. Fastball called. Strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Sean Rodriguez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
McCutchen stands at first with 1 out. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field.
Now batting, number 51.
Now to the plate, Enyel De Los Santos. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Now the first pitch here from Lester, lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward coming on. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Phillies leave a couple. They're down 4-0. Digging in and looking for more, Albert Almora. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Line drive to left. McCutchen is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than he can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Drew Anderson will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Anthony Rizzo will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. First delivery to him on the way. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Off the LED board and gone. A two-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. Number 11 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
The batter, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez.
Javier.
As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Javier Baez becomes out number 2 this inning. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He singled his last time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too low. 1-0. Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
And now Bryce Harper. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Lined hard toward right center. Almora is right there, 1 down.
The third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
I always always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, JT Realmuto as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
The count now at 2-1. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. One left for Philadelphia. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Matt, and he gave a glowing review about the quality of the swings they're putting together. He said the frequency with which they're barreling up the baseball in this one has been outstanding, and frankly, really fun for him to watch. Our researchers tell me that 7 of their hits have had exit velocities of 90 miles an hour or better, guys.
1-0. Okay, thank you, Heidi. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he is in there.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2. Hayward aboard here at first with nobody out. And there he goes towards second. And this one's in the dirt. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Daniel Descalso, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Here's the 1-2. Nope. Lays off, 2-2 now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
He pulls this one into right. That's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, hero, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Stepping in now, John Lester. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to the plate, and he will beat the throw home. It's a 7-0 contest. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down.
Albert. Almora.
Standing in now, Albert Almora. A line shot to third base.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1. 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. McCutcheon will bring it in quickly, so that'll hold the runner at third base.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Anthony Rizzo.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Rizzo is hitting .320 right on the dot, so he's certainly a threat with the bat in his hands.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Herrera is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another chance? Odubel Herrera 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
David Bodie has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew.
Stepping into the box, Andrew McCutcheon. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now here's the pitch. And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Into the box, Sean Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball. 1-1. A 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Now batting,
Phil Gosselin will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Philadelphia. Number 9, Phil Gosselin.
called strike at the letters, 0-1. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 1 home run and with just the lone RBI. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Almora is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies strand 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Juan Nicasio enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 12.
Now batting, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Herrera. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. His lifetime line against Nicasio. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone! Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason.
In now, Jason Hayward, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. 1 out, nobody on. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Stepping in now, Daniel Descalso, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. His lifetime line against Nicasio, batting .500, 4 for 8. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Victor Caratini will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Now in the box, Gene Segura. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-0. To short, hit hard. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so the call will stand as safe. Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch.
And that's by him into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Hey now.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Ball taken there. 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez has it. There's Descalso on to first, and that takes care of Harper as well. It's a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 8 and the Phillies nothing. And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
On a line, that's a base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's throwing the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Into the box, Albert Almora. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Lester gets his lead at first, nobody out. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Has a look. Now the pitch. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Nobody out, runner on first. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Phillies fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. At the plate, David Bodie. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Behind 0-2 now. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working on the stretch right now. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand 1 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Striding in, JT Realmuto starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber has a beat on it. 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Digging in, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. High and deep to right center. Back goes Hayward. Still ranging back into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Odubel Herrera. Number 10 for him on the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
The left fielder, number
In now,
22,
Andrew McCutcheon. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. 1-1 to Andrew McCutcheon. 1 out, nobody on. back to 1-2 now. Got him.
Now batting, the first baseman, Sean.
Phillies down to their final out now. And up next, the infielder, Sean Rodriguez. First delivery to him on the way. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Rizzo is under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, he was gunning for a complete game shutout, but it just wasn't in the cards here. But anytime you can go 9 innings and give up only 1 single run, you've done pretty good for yourself and your team.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Cubbies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. John Lester earns his 6th winning decision in this one, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.